这是为了路易莎。
Well, folks, here's another one. You know what, folks? When it comes to Insomniac, I think the best superhero games that they ever did was Marvel Spider-Man 1. Well, yes, the redesign of their Peter Parker was in fact a letdown. In the end, the gameplay was good. Even the PC part was good. I think the problem with, well, my criticism when it comes to Marvel Spider-Man 1, Insomniac Marvel Spider-Man, was of course the QTE, okay? You know, the web thing. It's quite difficult when you're using a controller. I have to use mouse and keyboard.
Alright me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've had a lot of people tell me that they have been unwillingly unsubscribed to the channel, so make sure you check on that. And there has been a lot of talk about restricted mode being automatically enabled for a lot of users on YouTube, which would cut you off from a lot of your favorite channels.
Also, some people are saying that ever since August 10th, desktop viewers, any viewers who watches on desktop, goes down for unknown reason. Well, it could be because it's going to be school time, it's going to be college time. I don't think school, college is the same time period, or in this case, the same schedule. Some of them can start school or start college in August, some can start at September. Who knows? Now, fortunately, I did check. I think my viewers most of the time, because remember one thing, the most viewers that will come is mobile, because even though desktop viewers in decline, there will be mobile. Remember, everyone today has a mobile phone. They can watch YouTube.
So don't forget to check into that as well, and to turn it off if it has been turned on and you don't want it. In any event, let's take a look at what this guy at Insomniac said about Charlie Kirk. This is the LinkedIn profile for Marco Villopando, and as you can see, he is listed as a character artist for Insomniac, having worked at the company for about 8 years.
So he's the one that redesigned Peter Parker, huh? Interesting. Or perhaps even in this case, MJ. Yes, interesting, folks.
A character artist would suggest that he might have had a hand in making Mary Jane go from this image, which was from the original Spider-Man game, to this image here, where she looks pretty damned ugly compared to the first one. He also likely had a hand in the design of Jean Grey from Wolverine, which is just plain inexcusable. I don't know what modern progressives in the entertainment industry have against redheads, but if they aren't recasting them into black gals, they are transforming them into hideous ogres that make me cringe just looking at them. But anyhow, this Marco Villopando guy would have either had a hand in making these designs, or at least he is a part of the team that decided to do this, so we know what kind of developer we're dealing with here. But anyhow, here is this guy's profile over on Blue Sky, where he lists himself as a character artist for Insomniac. And this is the sort of thing this jackass likes to post on that shitlib cesspool Blue Sky over there. This is him.
Alright, let's see this. Gamer tears. Ah, yes. The true colors, folks. You know what? I'm gonna have to make an assumption that this person, I can't even say that word. Marco Villopando. I don't know how you say that word. I'm 100% certain he scrubbed everything. And I'm 100% certain that he has blocked Dr. Disaster right now. Okay, this should be in every job description, okay? If I were a game company or anything, I would make it strict rules, okay? If any of them mocks or even so much so celebrates the death of Charlie Kirk or anybody else, they will be let go. No exception. Don't forget, the internet doesn't forget.
Weeks ago, where they show a picture of a pin that depicts a soda can with the label Gamer Tears on it, and the text on the post says, "Pulling out this pin next time I see someone call a game woke." Or, here he is 3 days ago reposting someone who said, "Hey, a fun thing to do today is support some awesome trans and non-binary creators." But this ought to give you an idea as to what sort of person we're dealing with here. The dude is a woke activist through and through, but this is what he posted right after Charlie Kirk was killed, which has since been removed out of sheer cowardice for the consequence which needs to find his ass. This post that he reposted says, "Have some decorum. Violence is bad. Be careful what you say online." and then it shows an image from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with the text, "Screw that old bitch, he's a Nazi." The irony, of course, is that the dude reposted something that mocked the idea that you should be careful what you say online, and now he has erased this post out of fear of backlash. What's the matter, dude? Did you still think that this was 2020 and that you could just out yourself as a black-hearted ghoul and that there wouldn't be consequences? Well, the world is a different place now, and the only thing worse than an unrepentant scumbag like that witch that we helped get fired from Sucker Punch is someone who is clearly unrepentant but tries to hide his misdeeds. I mean, at least that chick from Sucker Punch was proud about what she had said and very clearly was not repentant and just said, whatever, this is who I am, I own it. But if this guy from Insomniac was actually repentant and apologized and said something about getting caught up in the moment and he was really sorry about mocking Charlie Kirk, then I would at least take pause before deciding how to react to him. But no, he thinks he can just scrub it from his account and that everything will be fine. But unfortunately for him, the internet is forever.
Don't forget one thing, the moment you scrub everything, everybody will know what you did. I mean, how many people who have posted everything online and have deleted it got let go or got suspended, whatever it is?
By this post here from Grums over on X, so shout out to him. He wrote here, this is Marco Villopando. He's a character artist at Insomniac Games.
That's a weird name.
He reposted a call defending political violence after Charlie Kirk's assassination. He does not belong in games. Imagine if he had retweeted the same comment about a POC or trans person. That studio would fire him immediately, so why does Insomniac give this a pass? And of course, we all know why this is the case.
Because Insomniac is not the same, okay? Don't forget, Insomniac, I think they developed Resistance, and then for some reason they moved towards Marvel Spider-Man, which, okay, their first superhero game, successful. Even though they could done better with the PC. But after Marvel Spider-Man 2, everything changes, folks. And if you want a good Wolverine, I think the best place you can go for is either the old Wolverine games or Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals, I think, they've done a better job when it comes to Wolverine.
It is the same reason that Sucker Punch refuses to make any public statement about firing their employee. These studios are concerned with their public image, but deep down, they absolutely agree with the progressive woke sentiments being said by their employees. That is the only reasonable assumption that one can make after they refuse to condemn these statements. And keep in mind that, as we have talked about before, this is a studio that worked with Sweet Baby Inc. on Spider-Man 2 and on Wolverine. Sweet Baby is, of course, the consultancy agency who prides themselves on pushing woke shit into games at every possible turn. Sweet Baby has done the same thing that this character artist at Insomniac has done. They have tried to hide their connections to all the games that they work on. They are trying to hide from gamers by changing their website so that they no longer display their client list and they no longer brag about the games that they're working on. But there is no hiding that Sweet Baby Inc. was involved with Wolverine, which has been the kiss of death for a lot of games over the past year or so, and similarly, there is no hiding what this little turd Insomniac employee said about Charlie Kirk. In fact, the hiding makes it a whole lot worse. This tells us, at least without an accompanying apology, that this person is not sorry for his opinions, he's only afraid of being caught. Well, I don't know about you folks, but I refuse to buy anything from a studio that employs someone like this. If you feel this way as well, then click the link in the description of this video and send a DM to the Twitter account of Insomniac. Be polite and respectful, don't swear at them or threaten them or anything like that, or they will disregard everything that you say, and you will only be hurting our movement against this sort of crap. But let the people at Insomniac know that you will refuse to purchase Wolverine or any other game that they make until they fire this character artist and make a public statement apologizing. Office Depot did this sort of thing the other day, firing some employees immediately after they refused service to someone who was trying to get copies made for a memorial to Charlie Kirk that they wanted to advertise. And Office Depot made a public address apologizing for the behavior of their now former employees and denouncing their behavior and opinions. That is how it's done, and that is also what we should expect from these jackanapes at Insomniac.
I'm gonna have to put that link as well. Yes, here it is. If any of you have a Twitter, I'll put this link in the pinned comment just so you can visit this. Be polite, folks. Okay, first, great video. To all shills who still defend Insomniac, you might want to reconsider it. This kind of people, Marco Villapando, hope I'm saying it right. You know what? Who the hell cares? This person is one of the few that mocks and celebrates the death of Charlie Kirk. So, if any of you still want to, or in this case, if you want to send a message, I'll leave the link to their Twitter page in the description or in the pinned comment. If you want a good Wolverine, I think the best way you can either go back to the old Wolverine or Marvel Ultimate Alliance or even Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals has probably the best character of Wolverine there is. Marvel Rivals, Marvel Wolverines, I think Marvel Rivals takes the cake. It may not look similar, but I think if you were to position it in the comics, it may look similar, okay? Now, I'm not certain about Kevin Feige yet, or any Marvel superstars. Well, I do know Chris Pratt is now calling out people who mocks Charlie Kirk and mourning him. I'm not kidding. I don't know about other characters like RDJ, Chris Evans. I haven't heard anything. In summary, make sure you tell them what you feel. But then again, why do I get the feeling that Insomniac is not going to let go of this character designer? I'm 100% certain that either they did, okay, let's just say they did, they're gonna continue forward. And whoever replaces that character designer artist, well, it's gonna be twice as worse. For me, I would still play the Marvel Spider-Man 1, which I think the only Insomniac superhero game that I can play is that game. Even though I have to use a lot of QTEs, but at the end of the day, it was a fun game. Although I wish that Marvel Spider-Man 1 could have more content instead of logging behind DLC. Look, DLC is good, but I think it's time we stop this whole DLC. Make it a full game, like in the PS2 era, because I missed that day. And also, this game, Marvel Wolverine, is 150% cooked, just as in the title.
需要恢复一下。
Leave a like and subscribe if you want woke or anti-woke detected, or you just want to see me play games, or perhaps you like trending topics. Visit my second, third, and fourth channel up here or link in the description.
这是为了路易莎。